It's the Big 3 on FS1, the three-headed monsters, and the Ball Hogs here in Toronto. It's week 6 of the regular season. 4 teams will make it to the postseason August 17th in Dallas. Three-headed monsters unbeaten at 5-0. We have unprecedented access as well. Kenny Albert along with Jimmy Jackson. My first question, Jimmy, is who let Mike into the country?
I don't know. I don't know how he did. He paid somebody off. There's no way rationally that anybody will allow that guy to get into a country. I just don't understand what happened.
He must know a customs agent.
Yeah, he must.
Well, we heard from Mike along with Gary Payton. Gary's squad unbeaten at 5-0.
Unbelievable turnaround. But again, Jamario Moon comes in, 24 points, makes his debut. They won the game, and they're figuring out ways to win games late. They kind of get off to a slow start, but they grind their way back in it, and they just know how to finish. So it'll be interesting to see if they can get out to an early start. Taking
on the 1-4 Ball Hogs. A look at the rosters. Three-headed monsters, Mahmoud, Abdul-Rauf, Reggie Evans, Jamario Moon, who we heard from as well. They are the starters. Brian Scalabrine, Josh Childress, and Deshaun Stevenson, the starting lineup for the Ball Hogs. Ball Hogs in the yellow uniforms. This is Andre Owens. Owens along with Josh Childress and Jermaine Taylor. Taylor puts up a three and knocks it down.
Well, early in last week's game, the Ball Hogs got up to a great start. But they weren't able, Kenny, to maintain that, especially late in the second half. And it's important that they stay within closing distance because they didn't close the half out well. They started out great, but let's see if they can turn that around in this game.
This is Reggie Evans along with Quintel Woods and Abdul-Rauf. This is Woods with the shot clock winding down.
And that's the kind of shot that Quintel can make because he has the size, he has a nice touch inside. And talking to Gary Payton after Rashard Lewis went down, Kenny, he said Quintel Woods has to be a guy we have to rely on to score and shoot from outside.
Here's another three attempt off the mark from Jermaine Taylor. Three-headed monsters in the green uniforms as Reggie Evans takes it inside. And this is Andre Owens for the Ball Hogs, looking to stay alive. Owens, strong move to the hoop.
Well, and I like Owens. Two things. One, notice, Kenny, that when Reggie Evans had the ball, there was no double team. Force Reggie Evans to have to score inside. That way you don't leave anybody open.
Andre Owens with the rebound of the Abdul-Rauf miss. Here's Childress driving. Get it knocked away by Reggie Evans. Ball Hogs maintain possession.
Well, a little early action. Quintel able to get himself inside that free throw line. A nice little floater up top. And Andre Owens showing why he was the #1 pick in this year's Big 3 draft.
Andre Owens, last year the only player to finish in the top 5 in the Big 3 in points, rebounding, and assists. Owens off to a strong start here in Toronto.
Well, they need it because Andre has been talking about being more aggressive. We saw it last week, but also now early in this game, he has started off putting the ball on the deck, attacking. So he had 14 last week. Let's see if he can continue that trend.
7-2 lead for the Ball Hogs, and Abdul-Rauf just beats the shot clock.
You know what's amazing, too, is that with Mahmoud, he understands space. That's why he's able to get that shot up quickly.
Timeout is taken by the three-headed monsters. Look at Rick Barry, head coach of the Ball Hogs.
Good defense, though.
The kick out, and that time Andre Owens kind of turned around, not able to locate exactly where Mahmoud is. See, the thing about it, when you play off the ball, and Mahmoud is spacing, you have to be a little bit closer to him in order to contest the shot. Because as you see, kid, if you're not there right in his face, he's going to be able to knock that down all night.
3 weeks ago, Abdul-Rauf hit the game-winning three for the three-headed monsters. They've won all 5 of their games. 4 of their wins, Jimmy, by 1 possession.
But the thing is, ironically, they get off to kind of a slow start. Okay, they gain momentum going into halftime, and they pick it up that second part. In the second half. I know Gary Payton is stressing to his team, defense is going to carry us, but let's not get behind. Because those close calls, we're not always going to be able to win games at the end.
They trail by 3 early on. Over to Mike Rappaport. Mike.
Guys, obviously the Ball Hogs have been struggling. Three's Company is rocking and rolling. Jack, What specifically, based on what you're seeing tonight, do the Ball Hogs need to do, and can they actually achieve to win this game?
Well, they're good enough to win, Mike. The thing is, like last week against Chiller 3, they started off well, but going into halftime, they let the momentum go.
Right.
Okay, they can't allow the leads to stretch out for their opponents because they have problems getting back in, so they can't get down early, especially going into halftime.
First team to 50 wins the game. We will hit halftime when one team hits 25 points. 7-4 lead for the Ball Hogs. They could be eliminated tonight if they lose this game and if Three's Company wins their game against Tri-State.
Well, you know, Ball Hogs, the only thing they can do is control their own destiny by playing hard and winning the basketball game. So you got to play with a sense of urgency, knowing that you have to put yourself in a position to win the game.
Here's Woods underneath from Evans. And Reggie Evans pulls the three-headed monsters to within one.
Beautiful play that time. Reggie was able to seal deep inside, in the pass from Quintel Woods. Outside left hand led him right to the basket.
Now Taylor picks up the dribble, shoots. Rebounded by Abdul-Rauf. Foul is called underneath. It's against Childress.
Yeah, watch Reggie Evans set a pick, establish himself inside, but watch the pass. The pass is right there, left hand, where Reggie was asking for. All he had to do was catch, garner, layup inside. So great positioning that time and great work down low by Reggie Evans.
Three-headed monsters in green, coached by the Hall of Famer Gary Payton. Woods off the mark from three, rebounded by Andre Owens. Here's Childress, thought about shooting the three. Childress makes it in with the left hand.
Yeah, that's a great decision. Instead of taking that three, he saw Reggie Evans, the way he closed out. He was able to get to the middle and took the bump contact, still able to get inside.
Now Evans with a strong move, his second field goal.
He's got to be up on him and expose and fight over what we talked about. Yep.
1 point lead for the Ball Hogs. Remember, teams play with a 14-second shot clock in the Big 3. Childress back out. This is Taylor driving baseline.
Hey, thank you. Finally.
And Kenny, for our viewers that maybe didn't get a chance to watch last week, I think what Clyde Drexler and Cube and Jeff did by adding a third official now allows, I think, the game to be cleaned up a little bit more, but also with some missed calls that were going on just because they're out of position. Now with three, you're able to cover more of the court, get the calls correct.
Taylor had it stripped. We had a look at Ice Cube. Clyde Drexler, of course, the commissioner. Jeff Quatinich, they've done such a terrific job now in season number 2 as Jamario Moon checks in, replacing Reggie Evans for the three-headed monsters. What a debut for Moon last week, Jimmy, in Miami.
Well, 24 points. He wasn't afraid to let it go, let himself just get out there and play. And ironically, his teammates responded by continuing to put him in a position to be successful.
Quintel Woods from three, rebounded by Jermaine Taylor. Taylor does not get the roll, but draws a foul. Well, Jamario Moon in his Big 3 debut last week, 8 of 9 from the field, 24 points, including the first ever game-winning 4-point shot in the history of the Big 3.
Well, I tell you, when he came into the league, he was playing with the Cavs, a couple different teams, but he always reminded me of a Scottie Pippen type of player, long, athletic, could score the basketball. Wasn't the defensive player that Scottie was, but a lot of his attributes, and if you just look at the body type and everything, reminded me a lot of Scottie Pippen.
Jamario Moon had his best season here in Toronto as a rookie back in the 2007-8 season, named to the All-Rookie second team. He started 75 games for the Raptors that season.
I know the Raptors fans really appreciated his effort when he came in. It was a nice round of applause for him when he came into the game. So always good to come back to a place that you played and receive a nice ovation.
Sean Stevenson has checked in for the Ball Hogs. Over to Mike.
All right, I'm taking questions Facebook Live all night long. Evan asked me, who's talking the most smack out there? Well, so far, Gary Payton hasn't really started that much. Reggie Evans is a low-key trash talker, but so far this game has been a little quiet, but I'm sure that won't last so long. Joshua said, who's partying tonight, who we partying, and where we partying in Toronto? Josh, if I was to tell you that, then it wouldn't be a party. Bo said, who's been the best player this season? There's been a few. I think Mahmoud has been really strong. Barron, when he was here, was strong. Big Baby's been strong. Obviously, Corey Maggette has really been dominant. He's leading the league in assists and scoring. And finally, Tyler said, what's my favorite arena to report from this season? I got to tell you, they've all been great. Last week, Miami was rocking and rolling. I know we've been really excited to show up in Toronto after what happened. I know we're excited and proud to be here, and we want to continue having a great night for Big 3 Week 6. Fellas?
All right, thanks, Mike. 13-10 lead for the Ball Hogs. Now 13-12, Jamario Moon with his first field goal. Every Friday night, Facebook will be your exclusive home to the first game of the Big 3. Next week, we roll on to Boston. It all comes your way next Friday, August 3rd, live, 7 Eastern, only on Facebook.
The question was interesting, like who's been the best player. I think the name that gets left out a lot is David Hawkins. I mean, unbelievable what he's been able to do up to this point of the season. Scoring the basketball, playing great defense, had another big game last week. It's the reason why Tri-State is 4-1.
David Hawkins out of Temple University. We'll see him in the third game of the evening. 1 point lead for the Ball Hogs. Looking to stay alive. Record of 1-4 over the first 5 weeks. This is Owens over Woods. Rebounded by Jamario Moon. This is Salim Stoudemire, who was checked in for the three-headed monsters. Stoudemire over Childress.
Salim right there, a little tricky with it. I like he was able to finish inside. Again, instead of settling for a jump shot, put it on a deck attack. Trying to get some two-point baskets. That'll loosen it up a little bit more. Able to stretch the defense a little bit now, get your shots.
Timeout is taken by the Ball Hogs. They trail the three-headed monsters by 1, 14-13 in Toronto. Mike.
I'm on the court with my patented, unprecedented access. Yes, it is now patented. Keep the Facebook Live questions. You see how Scalabrine walked past me and I flinched? You saw that? He makes me nervous. A lot of times when I'm not paying attention, he'll just smack me in the back of the head. Gerard said, love the unprecedented access. Who am I talking to next? That's for me to know, Gerard, and you to find out. Sonny said, is there a better entertainer than Ice Cube? Listen, there might be better, there might be bigger, but the guy is truly an icon. He's been doing it for so long. He continues to evolve, he continues to reinvent himself, and he is truly a businessman. Jack, Albert, I'm surprised you guys haven't asked me about my hand. They're saying that this is the Willis Reed game of reporting.
Yeah, right. You know what I want to ask you?
What's that?
Oh, you know we're on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Why are you eating on camera?
Because you guys, for some reason, like your cues are off. I blame you.
Why you blame me?
I'm eating a little licorice. I'm enjoying the game, and next thing you know,
well, you didn't
Jimmy and
share?
Kenny are like, go to Rappaport.
You didn't
so I'm
want to
going to
share?
eat my Twizzlers.
Are you going to share?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We take direction well, Mike. By the way, I flew up here with Mike yesterday, and he had unprecedented access when he was the first one on the plane.
Hold it, did he tell you the airplane story? Did he brag about his airplane story, how he saved everybody?
I heard about it on social media.
He didn't tell you?
Not personally.
What? I'm surprised that he's that humble.
Perhaps that's why he was the first one on yesterday.
That's unprecedented access now.
Unprecedented
when he travels. Look, for a guy to be a hero, watch this. For a guy to be look at it, he flinched right there. He's not even a hero. What kind of hero is that?
And that was his guy, Scalabrine.
That's his guy. He's scared of Scal. That's why.
So Brian Scalabrine has checked in for the first time.
You know, it's ironic, too. Wherever we travel, it's one person that always gets a big round of applause. I mean, like when he comes out, when they announce the team, just always Scal. He always gets, I think, maybe the loudest
I'm surprised Scalabrine hasn't been thrown out of a game this season, you guys.
Why?
Because, well, I mean, he hits me when I'm not looking. I can't imagine what he's doing to players when he's out on the floor.
You need a fourth official to keep an eye around the board. 4-point lead for the Ball Hogs. Reaching foul is called.
Hey, this is the penalty now, guys, for the rest of this quarter, rest of this half. Hey!
A little physical inside.
Right.
Scal. Nice little pick. Put a body on.
Right. Hey, that's 4 on them. Deshaun, that's 4 on them.
As you heard from Rick Barry, 14 fouls have been committed by three-headed monsters. So they will shoot free throws on the next one. Here's Taylor driving on Moon.
Reverse that one.
I thought Jermaine Taylor right there had a chance. One more dribble. He could have got to the other side of the rim and maybe had a layup.
Right.
Good defense by Jamario Moon.
No.
And now Moon lost the handle.
Yellow ball. 3-pointer, Rick. Wait, no. You don't want to waste your time out. Who did?
Wait a second.
We didn't challenge?
We didn't challenge?
We didn't
I
challenge?
didn't challenge.
We didn't
That
challenge.
was my players saying that.
want to burn our
They don't
timeout.
have to say. No, he touched it. He touched it.
Three.
Here's Moon, Mario Moon, pulling the three-headed monsters to within 2.
And early when he talked to Rappaport about last week, he said he shot a lot of jump shots. This week he wanted to attack more off the dribble. You saw his athleticism right there to get to the rim and finish.
Taylor short from 3.
Oh, that's the weakest ever. You scared of him.
Mario Moon, along with his teammate on the three-headed monsters, Reggie Evans, both former Toronto Raptors, among several ex-Raptors who we will see tonight in the 4 games, Jimmy. Here's Evans, who makes his way in on Scalabrine.
Well, I mean, I think you have to allow Reggie to go one-on-one. I don't think you can afford to try to double team, because if Reggie can beat you down low, you can kind of live with that. But if you start to double team, now that it's going to leave it wide open for my move on the outside, it just kill you.
Deshaun Stevenson behind the back, out to Scalabrine. Shot clock winding down as Stevenson fires and hits a 3.
Great ball movement, and sometimes you give up a good shot to get a better shot. And that time the ball didn't touch the floor after it got out of Scalabrine's hands. Taking it right to Stevenson.
So Deshaun Stevenson have won an NBA championship with Dallas in 2011, giving the Ball Hogs a 3-point lead.
And as you know, the ball can move a lot faster than your body can, especially when you swing it, touch, square up, flash.
Three-point lead for the Ball Hogs.
Yeah, thank you.
Mike, done with the Twizzlers?
Yeah, I'm done with the Twizzlers, Kenny. Listen, if you want some, you could just ask for some. I got you. You know what's great about today's broadcast so far? The mics on the court, like Jamario Moon, like just going to the basket there, like hearing the dribble, the grunting, the breathing, like as a basketball fan, I love that. I love that, and I've only heard this much access between the players, the coaches, of course, what I do, but when you can hear a guy dribbling, grunting, and making the shot and hear the ball actually hit the glass, that's one of the great things about the Big 3, and I guarantee you other leagues are going to start following suit.
I totally agree with you. One thing that Ice Cube and Jeff Quanmans continue to do is improve the product on the floor, the all-around experience for the fan, so they can experience exactly what's happening. And that's why adding a third referee, putting the mics on the floor, all the little things that make the game experience special, they're attuned to.
Great job by our audio crew and by Eric West. It's unprecedented, you might say.
It's unprecedented. I'm telling you, access on the court.
Taylor, nice good move, and then could not finish. Just inside the line.
And that's the thing. Ball Hogs, they have this issue at times of not finishing the half, but taking advantage when they have opportunities to score. When you don't do it, and that's an excellent move to finish there, but three-headed monsters come back
Good defense, guys.
and
Good
make you pay
defense here.
for it.
She left.
8 points for Taylor. 3-point lead for the Ball Hogs. Here is Boone off the mark from 3. Taylor from 3. And that will take us to halftime. 11 points for Jermaine Taylor, former Houston Rocket and Sacramento King. Ball Hogs looking to stay alive, lead the three-headed monsters 26-20 at the half.
The bottom line is, if we play the way we're playing here, they cannot beat us. All right, we will beat this team as long as we play the second half the way we played the first half, with the movement, with the passing, with the defense. Hey, plus on top of it, we had 3